You've written a research paper. I was going through that. So you've co-authored a paper called Relative Economic Performance of Indian States 1960-61 to 23-24.
Yes.
And this paper uses 60 years of GDP data to analyze regional economic trajectories in all the states. The key findings are that there is a dramatic outperformance in the southern states and consistent strength
Particularly after 91.
91. Yeah. And a lot of strength is there in western states like Maharashtra and Gujarat, and a persistent decline in states like West Bengal. So can you just walk us through what exactly is working well in the southern states, especially after 91, and the challenges that are going on in West Bengal in terms of the declining GDP?
So first of all, let me say that this is just a data description report. So this particular paper does not go into the causes of any of these things. It just states that this is what happened. So the data is very clear on this, and it fits with general intuition as well, that on balance, the southern states have done particularly well. But I want to point out that this outperformance is actually post 91. The southern states were not great outperformers before 91. So they have been in some ways the biggest beneficiaries of liberal India. Western states were doing decently well even before that, but they have continued to do well. Gujarat is a particular outperformer. Maharashtra has done well also. Goa has done very well. And then there are parts of North India that have also done decently well, Delhi NCR area. In all of this, Eastern India has been a particular laggard. And here, let me say that Bihar has done poorly, which most people will expect. And of course, West Bengal has done, that hurts particularly because that's my home state. And but on the other hand, it doesn't surprise me or most people because I'm witness, like many people, of the decline of Kolkata. Kolkata was till the 70s one of the most important economic hubs of India. And it has been in continuous decline since then. Now, I don't discuss the causes of the decline in the paper, but I can say that since I witnessed it myself, that that period of communist rule really destroyed the industrial base of the country, the continuous labor unrest, the kind of pushback against people who were the pursuit of excellence was simply destroyed, and the pursuit of mediocrity is what led here. And chasing away industry didn't lead to some great cultural renaissance. With that, the money also went. So since then, Bengal has not flourished even in the cultural space, which used to also an area where it used to succeed. So, I mean, where is today's Tagore? Where is today's Satyajit Ray? They aren't there. So what I'm trying to say is that with economic decline, you also saw cultural and social decline as well. And so that has been a pretty sad thing. But on the other hand, there are parts of India that have clearly done well. And in fact, now have to grapple with the problems of success. I mean, the traffic jams of Bangalore are the result of success.
And particularly about states like, let's say, Maharashtra, Gujarat, or even the southern states, although you have not discussed about the causes, but what do you think are like key strengths of these states which will help the Indian economy to prosper?
So there are many things that have happened. It's a long conversation. We could spend the whole day on it. But the southern and western states, by and large, have been much more friendly to investment, whether domestic or foreign. They have been much more open to allow innovation. They have built infrastructure. Sometimes even that building has not kept up with the demand, but that's a different issue. But take Mumbai, for example. Extraordinary amount of investment has gone into Mumbai in just the last few years. I mean, look at the construction of the coastal road, the new metro that is about to open, the new Atal bridge connecting to the mainland. There's a new airport coming up there. I mean, that is quite incredible amounts of investment. And that's happened even in Delhi. Delhi has now become, I think, is the second largest urban agglomeration in the world. And there are many, many urban problems. Don't get me wrong. But people don't realize how recently many of these things we take for granted in Delhi are. So, for example, the Delhi metro, even Terminal 3, which many of us used to go back, these were basically built just about in time for the Commonwealth Games in 2010, right? So that is how recent all of this is. So 15 years ago, Delhi didn't have a proper metro system. It was using that what is now Terminal 2 was our international airport, and so on. So now we say, oh, the Terminal 3 in Delhi is now overcrowded. We need another one. I agree. And hopefully the new airport in Jewar will come up. But I'm just pointing out to you, when you want to see the big jump, you have to go to Terminal 2 in Delhi, which is now used for low budget aircraft, and go to Terminal 3, which was the new terminal that came on stream in 2010. That was the jump we did. And now the 2010 thing, which we thought was cutting edge, etc., 15 years later, we are waiting for Jewar to open. That is the shift, not just in terms of infrastructure, but in our aspirations.
If you learned something new from this video, do share it with your friends and subscribe to this channel so that we can bring you the best content possible. Also, if you want to watch this entire episode, click on the link in the description box and you can go to Kushal Lodha YouTube channel and watch the entire podcast episode. Thank you so much for watching this and have an amazing day.